Hello, 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 my beautiful followers. Today is Wednesday, December the 18th, and I'm not calling it Hump Day. I'm calling this Wisdom Wednesday. Welcome to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, I wholeheartedly welcome you. Please do me a favor, go down below, subscribe, click that bell so that you can get the notifications when I upload new videos. Share, like, comment. Welcome aboard. Today I'm going to talk about wisdom. And a part of wisdom, in my opinion, when it's pertaining to your health, is knowing your family history. When I say knowing your family history, I don't mean your immediate family, your mother and your father and your siblings, or your grandparents, paternal and maternal. I mean your entire bloodline as far as you can go. So if that means you can get us to your great-great-grandparents, wow, that's a great thing, because part of keeping your health in line is by knowing your family history. You know the symptoms and the signs, so that way you can go ahead and take care of business, take care of your life, get your life on track, get the treatments that you're needing, eat the foods that you need to eat so that you don't have to worry about the illness. God forbid if that happens. But another important part about knowing your family history, it comes to a point that if you're deciding to have children, or if you are trying to, or if you, God forbid, you get sick and you need to know these things. That was the hardest part of my journey when I was going through my MS diagnosis. That was knowing my family history. I knew that my mother and my father had really bad headaches, and I grabbed that trait from them. I had migraine headaches as well. I also know that my grandparents, my grandmother, both of them, rest in peace. One, they were heart disease, and one of them was heart disease and diabetes. And my grandfather, who was healthy and wouldn't tell us if it was written on his head with a halo from God that he was sick. He would not lead us to know that he was sick. But he passed away, rest in peace, Granddaddy. He passed away with multiple myeloma, the blood cancer. And he had it for a long time, and we didn't know until certain things started to happen, and we would take him to the hospital, and it finally came out. He knew, he just never would tell us. So to say that, know your family history is very, very important. I know my generation, and I'm sure generations to come, we won't really know. We probably would know now more because it's displayed a lot in the media with the doctors, it's commercials and everything. But during my time, it was not notifiable because family just didn't talk about it. We were kids. We didn't need to know why somebody passed away or why somebody was sick. We were a child, and they wanted to protect us and keep us as children, protected and shielding us. And I don't blame them for that. But I kind of wish that they would have put some type of notification or note in a little jar or a Bible or something so that we would know these things as we got older. So I'm saying this so that you guys can start now tracking your family history, writing it down, safe deposit box in the Bible. That's where African Americans, we were known for putting our things in the Bible. That was the most sacred place to put your information. You could even put your bank account information, and nobody, for some reason, bad people don't touch the Bible. So get your information and put it somewhere so generation to generation to generation, your family will know and they will be protected. Also, when we talk about family history, because I remember during my time growing up, we didn't know if somebody was passed from heart attack, or they would say the sugar, which was diabetes. They would tell us that. But cancer, nobody back then, nobody really knew what the heck cancer was. And again, as I said in a previous video, our African Americans really didn't go to doctors. We lived on the home remedies. And I don't knock that, not at all, because those home remedies work, but we believed in home remedies and prayer. So wake up, get that information, protect your family, protect yourself. Protect your generation and generation and generation. Get that family history. I can remember with my headaches as a child, that's the only thing that I can really remember that I could tell my doctor when I was going through my MS. As a child, I had really, really bad headaches to the point that I would cry and cry and cry. And my grandmother, being the praying woman that she was, she would lay her hands on me. She would speak in tongue, and she'll pray and beg the Lord to take it from me and give it to her. That's how bad it was for me. But that was really the only thing that I remembered. And then one of my family members would say, well, she was clumsy. She fell a lot. But other than that, I was a happy baby. But as I got older, other things started happening that led on to my MS symptoms. And that's going to be another part of a video on another day that I will tell you about some other symptoms that I deal with as an MS patient. But my main one is to stay focused on Wisdom Wednesday, and that's to tell you to get your information from your family and pass that on to generation, and hopefully the younger generation will take heed to it and share that same information. Also, I have a friend, we were speaking on Facebook, and she made a comment about knowing your blood type. And I know certain states may have put that on your birth certificate, what your blood type was, but mine didn't have it. And I remember reading a book years ago talking about your blood type, knowing your blood type and knowing what foods work well with you for your blood type. And that was a very interesting book. I read that in my nursing program. So if you want to know that book, because I don't advertise out here, I don't want anybody coming at me saying I'm stealing their things. And by the way, the music in the background, I don't own the rights to that music. So we talked about blood typing. I do know if you go to your doctor and ask for a test to get your blood type, it's very expensive because insurance rarely pay for it. They're only going to pay for it if it's life or death. I'm just saying. I do know it's expensive, but I recommend you get it because I've known people to follow that book and they got their life back in order. They even lost weight because they were eating the wrong things. And that's part of this video, is to talk about my MS and to talk about eating healthy and getting your exercise. So if you want to know that book, you could actually email me at eat2livestrong@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to share that book information with you. Also, it was to end this call on Wisdom Wednesday, my doctor gave me a recommendation on how to get my blood type done. She recommended that I go to the American Red Cross and have go in as I'm getting a donation. They will pull my blood and they will tell me what my blood type is, and that's free of charge. Unfortunate for me, I won't be able to do that because to donate blood, I know I have MS, so I don't think that's recommended for me. So in closing, know your family history, know your history, write it down, journal it, put it somewhere for safekeeping for your generation to know. Also, get your blood type. That's very important, of knowing what your blood type, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, what you should look for. All the symptoms are there. That is my daily speech to you guys, and I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for joining me for my cup of tea. And I'm going to take a sip of my cup of tea today with you. Cheers. Yummy. Okay, so again, thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor, go down below, subscribe, hit that bell so you can get the notifications, share, like, and comment. It is much appreciated. I'll talk to you guys maybe later on today. I might do a cooking class, but thank you so much for joining me today. I love you very much. Double peace. Have a great Wednesday. Love you. Bye-bye now.